understand what we're doing. There's few people, lots of people obviously love what we're doing, alhamdulillah, and we hope that we are pleasing Allah, not the people, in what we're doing. Hopefully if we can please both, it would be great, but the aim is to please Allah Ta'ala. But we definitely need your help. I'm not asking you to pay money here, but we need your help. Medina needs your help, needs your active participation. While I was away, I've heard about all these comments, political comments that were sent, and unfortunately many of my seminars in Sudan, there were lots of seminars there, and also in India, were about how come US politicians say all these evil things about Muslims and all that. And I had to tell them, obviously, that's not representative of the US public or population in general, and that's true. And surely there's always radicals on all sides, and those radicals, some people who like to sort of discriminate against people based on race or religion, etc., etc., etc. They exist everywhere. So that's something that I had, unfortunately, I was mixed into all that stuff because of all these comments were coming while I was away. But that also gives us an understanding as American Muslim community or community in this country. Look, if you want to live in this country and be part of it, you have to be much more active than you are. As simple as that. And it's not only good enough now any longer to be good on your own. That's not good enough. Because if people start saying that, you know, we hate them because they hate us first. Look, we don't hate anybody. I mean, I don't know who he's talking about, whatever. And I'm not saying anything, I don't like to demonize anybody. These politicians, they're salespeople. They dish out that which sells to the people. So if there isn't a fragment of the people who come and listen to them, they're not enthusiasts about these things and enthusiastic about it, they wouldn't have given it. They check the pulse of what people like to hear, and that's what they throw. So that's not the point. The point is there are some people genuinely in this country of ours who actually have genuine fears about Muslims and what Muslims do and who Muslims are. And again, we've talked about that before. We need to be more active in our masajid. Medina provides something like that. You know, we've been engaged with the media, and we will continue to engage with the media. We're engaged with on many levels. Brother, Allah bless him, has been always helping with these things, and many others as well. We will engage because this is our country. We want the best for this place. I care about these kids walking the streets just like I care about my own kids. Because if the ship sinks, we all sink, we all go down. But we cannot just take the attitude of, we're just here. And as long as I'm good, it doesn't really matter. It does really matter now. And if we don't become more aware of what's going on, I'm not saying you have to be political. I hate politics. I always say, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان والسياسة. No, they're both together. In order for you to go to siyasa, you have to first of all make a nice peace with shaitan first, because the principles are going to be a bit watered down. I'm not saying everybody, I'm saying I'm sure there are lots of good politicians. We don't blanket judge in general, but I'm saying you don't be civically active. I'm not saying if you want to be politically active, look, this is a free country, you can do whatever you want. But be civically active, ya akhi. We have to be more active in our masajid. We have to be more present. We have to help more. We have to help with your time. If you can't help with your finances, with your time, with your efforts, with whatever you do. And we gotta grow up and mature over the little microscopic things that we disagree with each other. This masjid versus that masjid, intra-masajid politics, etc., etc. Because this is a living nation. The United States is a country that is living. It's a living nation with the capacity to change. And the biggest evidence, whether you agree with him or not, whether you like him or not, the president of the country, his name is Barack Hussein Obama. I don't know what Barack means. I don't even know what Obama means. I know what Hussein means. And I'm sure if I don't know it, then you can make whatever you want. Barack, Baraka, whatever you like, that's great. That's good for you. But people out there, I'm sure they don't know that. It's a foreign name. And the man became the president of the country. That tells you it's a thinking nation with the capacity to change. But that capacity to change cannot just come from we as a segment of this society remaining idle and not participating and not genuinely caring about everyone that's out there. Their well-being is your well-being, whether you see it or not. I mean, you cannot always run from neighborhoods and places. So that's part of what we want to do. That's why we tried to take this Medina Institute initiative to clean the street. Part of giving back. But that by itself is not good enough. Again, I'm just saying to the entire Muslim population here that we have in the US, all good American Muslims and most, if not all Muslims in America are good people, they're hardworking people, they're positively contributing people, but the situation demands a higher level of engagement. And if you don't, if we all don't, then we might end up in one day and everybody thinks that you're a walking bomb. And don't blame them. You can't expect them to read your books. You can't expect them to come and listen to the khutbahs on Friday. I mean, you can't. Do you go listen to other people's khutbahs? Most people don't. And people don't have time for these things. What I'm saying is you can't blame other people for not knowing what you know about your deen. I understand, we all know that our deen is the greatest. It is a deen of peace. It's a deen of rahmah. It's a deen of help. It's a deen of glory. It's a deen of peace. All these things. Others don't. What are you doing about it? And Medina provides something for that. Everywhere we go in the world, everywhere I go, every single country or city that we go, we tell them what we're doing here. I strongly believe in the message and the mission and vision of Medina. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here after 10 almost or 15 years in Atlanta, and you all know they're not necessarily entirely, you know, the greatest of experiences. They are, but there are some ijaf sanawat as well. Difficulty and hard work and all these things and all kinds of things. But I mean, if we don't believe in what we're doing, we're not going to get anywhere. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent the messengers, but He also sent around them people. That's why Allah said, Muhammadun Rasulullah walladhina ma'ahu. Muhammad is the messenger of Allah, the Quran says. But Allah says, walladhina ma'ahu. And those who are faithfully with Him. It was Sayyidina Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu who brought Uthman to become Muslim. It was Sayyidina Abu Bakr who brought Abdurrahman bin Auf to become Muslim. And Abdurrahman bin Auf and Uthman both are amongst the richest people, not rich, wealthy. There's difference between rich and wealthy, right? They always say, rich talk and wealthy don't, usually. Those wealthy people, Abdurrahman bin Auf was wealthy. Right? And he brought them, Uthman radiallahu anhu was wealthy. He brought them, they were the foot soldiers for the Islam that we have today. How do you think all these things spread?